Yeah, I'm Doug Bell, and here we are at the Western Bay Street Rodders, and this is the start of Series 4, and this is the Big Boys Toys series. Welcome to episode 1 of the Hot Rod Show, the Big Boys Toy series. In this episode, we'll be heading to Jonesy's garage to check on the progress of the Bros with all Brody Retallick. We go to the amazing Classic Car Museum in Hamilton for breakfast. Plus my mate Pete, he gives us a new section called the Mother's Minute. We have to explain polishing techniques in only 1 minute. Well, good luck, Pete. We then travel to Porirua for the Western Bay's Petrolhead show held at the Porirua Kennel Club. Our shed visit takes us to Dennis's lockup, where there are a few more treasures in store for you. And we catch up with the fine folk of the Western Bay Street Rods at their club rooms to talk about why they do what they do and who they do it for. All this and more on the Hot Rod Show. Woohoo! So sit back and close your eyes for a few seconds and imagine you are heading out of the big smoke on a roadie to someplace else. In this case, it is off to Porirua, so the hot rod journey begins in Auckland. I'm travelling down to Porirua on the North Island. Porirua is just north of Wellington and is surrounded by rolling hills on the gorgeous Kapiti coast, where you will also find the Hillcrest Bed and Breakfast establishment. Anyways, I got to blast into Porirua in Mike King's Mopar, but before all that could happen, we had to stop in Hamilton to see Jonesy's. Yes, our story starts in Hamilton at Jonesy's garage, where they have been hard at work putting the Broster together. And thanks to our sponsor, Machinery House, they have got some way cool new equipment to do this with. So check them out online, machineryhouse.co.nz. Well, the boys at Jonesy's garage in Hamilton have been working like beavers to get Brody Retallick's custom-made hot rod ready. Some of you may have seen it at the CRC Speed Show or Mother's Chrome event at Hampton Downs. It's absolutely remarkable what they have done. And this is the real speed they work at. No trick photography here. It's Jonesy the Flash. He could help Brody out on the rugby field on the wing maybe. Woohoo! And Brody has been in the action too.
So carrying on with some of the steel work here, obviously Willie, the cars come out of your head and it's your design. And the standard manifold wasn't going to work, so tell us what's going on here.
Well, Supreme sheet metals also do laser cutting. So they've laser cut out of alloy, 10mm alloy, this plate here, and this is going to become our new base for our intake manifold. So that now fits on over here, and the next idea is to come up with the concept of making the plenum box to take the two throttle bodies that are run through our intercooler system and back to our turbos.
Nice, so obviously this is a pretty simple design, but if you go to these guys and they can pretty much create anything that it's going to come out of your head.
Yeah, for sure. You do a basic drawing or give them something to work off, they measure it all up, scale it all up onto the computer, CAD draw it and put it through the machine and the laser will cut it out.
Nice, it looks pretty good to me and looking forward to seeing the manifold come together.
Yes, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome, Brody. The boys down there at Supreme Sheet Metals in Hamilton, man, they've got all the stuff, all the equipment and everything. But anyway, our next stop is at the Classics Museum in Hamilton for breakfast with the boys. Ant's there too. Love this place, and they have hot rod events on all the time. Thank you to our sponsor, Swiss Tracks, for having probably the best flooring in the world. That's swisstracks.co.nz.
Here we are.
Let's all go and check out the museum. Woo-hoo. Well, we were excited to sample the food and the exhibits at the Classic Car Museum in Hamilton, where they've got everything in here. Bubble cars, lots of gnomes hopping in and out of them, even a Messerschmitt. Like, look around this place. There's cell signs, there's all sorts of automotive memorabilia. They have spent hours and hours and hours making this museum just an absolute amazing place for you to come and visit. Also, you can check out this bubble car and possibly the Messerschmitt when you come to Big Boys Toys in Auckland at the end of October. Well, here we are. We're in Peekawiti, and we're here with Kathy at the Waitomo Motel. Hey, Kathy.
How are you doing, everyone?
Yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Woohoo,
Dad.
we're back here again, man. I just want you to know what you're looking for when you're passing through Peekawiti. That's the Hey, it's the Waitomo Lodge Motel, okay? You know, this is the place you got to come to. Stop off on your way through. It's a perfect place to stop off. There's Kathy. Hey, Kathy! Woohoo! Wow, it's great the people you meet and the places you stay on a road trip. Next up, it's the Mother's Minute, brought to you by mothers, as there is no shine like a Mother's Day, buckaroo.
Hi, I'm Peter from Mother's Polish, and this is the Mother's Minute. Now apparently I have 1 minute to tell you all about how to use Mother's products. I'm not going to get that done in a minute, so we're going to do it in multiple weeks. And I want to try and cover first off the questions that I get asked mainly, and that is paint preparation. We have swirls, we have marks, we have watermarks, we have surface contamination, and then how do we get that through to a nice gloss finish. Then we have the questions about what is the difference between Canuba wax, which has got an old favourite, and the new latest synthetic waxes. And then through to washing wax, etc, etc. So also part of that is using a power machine, in fact our waxer tap, and how much easier that makes life.
The minute's up, you gotta go! Sorry, Pete, I just couldn't resist it. Well, yes, now we're arriving in Pororua for the Western Bay's Petrolhead Show. Thanks to our sponsor, Online Logistics. That's onlinelogistics.co.nz. Go there tomorrow. Give them a call even. Well, check this out. This is the Pororua Show. Look at the amazing variety of vehicles they've got here. They've got V8s. They've even got a couple of rotaries here. They've got dragsters. They've got little mini dragsters for the kids. This was one of the most amazing shows we've been to, folks. It's something for everybody. And the atmosphere that they get out of all this, it's incredible. You just got to go and support these guys, and you should hear what they've got to say about what they do this for. Well, here we are with Mike, from Western Bay Street Rodders in Pororua. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good, buddy. Good.
You've got to shake hands.
Good, man.
We'd kiss, but it's not the right sort of show.
It's wrong.
Hey, tell us about your Charger, man. Like, you picked me up today in this thing, and it's a screamer.
Yeah, no, it goes well. It's a 72 Challenger, and it's...
Oh, it's Challenger, I should say. Yeah, sorry.
440 cubes, 871 Mooney hand blower, twin 750 Barry Grants on it. Manual shifted 727 box.
It shifts pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like,
manual.
Have you had something done to that?
Manual valve body.
Yeah.
So reverse pattern, but yeah, makes you feel like you're driving it a bit harder.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. It's a driver, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
And like, what about the rear end? What do you have in here?
It's got an 8 3/4 with a posi track rear end. Yeah. So.
And so, how long have you had the car?
Had about 15 years, I'd say.
Yeah. That's quite long, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some people have wives less than that.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, been medalled at about 2011, pulled it to bits and took it all back and put it in roof skin and did the panel work on it and that. So it's, yeah.
And sorry, the bonnet, is that carbon fibre?
Good friend of mine made the bonnet.
Yeah.
He made that as custom one-off carbon fibre bonnet. Yeah.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
No, man, this is really cool. And like, as people can see us cruising down the motorway, like at the moment, as soon as you put your foot down a little bit, she likes to cut loose.
Takes off, yeah. It's like being on a motorbike. You gotta make sure no one's going to dart out in front of you because you're going quicker than them.
Yeah, neat, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, blow them in the wheeze, man.
Blow them in the behind.
Well, let's have a big raspberry for all those people who blowed in the wheeze. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Mike. Thank you very much. Well, while in Pororua, we checked out Dennis's shed, which I decided I love so much I could live in one just like it. So thanks to our sponsor, Kiwi Spend New Zealand, who have just what you're looking for. KiwiSpendNZ.co.nz. Go there now, give them a call. Well, here we are for another Kiwi Spend shed tour, and we're here with Dennis and his Cobra. Hey, Dennis.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, man.
Awesome, mate.
Well, hey, Dennis, what an amazing place you've got. You know, we've had a look around and you know, to see what bits and pieces you've got here. You know, well, tell us a little bit about your Cobra.
It's number 10 of the built by Berry Race Cars. It was actually built as a race car. The only problem is being a race car, like it costs a lot of money to keep it going. Every time I touch it, something breaks on it. But I love it though. Yeah. But I'm just about there now. I've just got everything sorted on it. So yeah.
But
no,
then
awesome.
you've got this beautiful Mark 1 Cortina here. You know, like check that out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's an ongoing work. I think I've been mucking around with that on and off for about 14, 15 years, but just it's because I get something like this and like lose focus.
But tell people what size engine you put in it.
It's actually got a 460 in it. It's all tubbed. It's going to end up putting a stroker kit in it. Hopefully I'll be able to get it certified and use it as a stroker.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a lot of work and a lot of effort gone into it.
It's pretty hard to not see something in here that someone wouldn't love, you know, or could relate to.
Yeah, because the thing I like is when people come up here is people will pick up on the most unusual thing.
Yeah.
Like we were doing some recycling and one of the mates said I should grab that rail ferry into Ireland and it's sitting in the rubbish. And I thought that's actually pretty cool because that rail ferry's gone now. The air is gone. It's been decommissioned. So yes, it's amazing what people will pick up on.
I mean, and when you go through the door into the back section there, you know, like there's your Mustang sitting in there, and that's what, 69, 68?
Yeah, 70.
A 70?
Yes, a 70.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like how long you been in Western Bays Club?
About 17 or 18 years or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Neat, eh?
Yeah, years before that I used to just go and help them with the drags and they just said, you must just join the club.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go through the normal voting process and stuff. Basically I was in and quite a casual club. I remember one year I didn't go to the AGM, this was a few years ago, and I come to a couple of meetings after that and found out that I was vice president. So I started coming to meetings.
You started going to meetings.
Yeah, so I might have come to a meeting, found I'm the president.
Yeah. You know, Roger, I just love this place. Hey, I could live here, man. It's just.
Yeah, we had a garage run about probably might have been a year or so ago, and one person that shocked me, he was an absolute perfectionist, the guy, and he came in here and loved it. Because he was just like, I was just quite surprised. He didn't want to leave. He just thought, man, this is really
This is what I've always wanted, eh? You know?
Yeah, it's just it's the unusual stuff you can find and collect, eh? I mean,
Roger, thanks very much for letting us into your life.
Yeah, no, that's
this
cool.
is your life.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah.
Well,
awesome.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you very much. Well, there you go. That's more from Kiwi Spend New Zealand Shed Tours, and this is Roger. Woohoo!
Well, that's nice.
Well, here we are with Jerry Notfield at the Western Bays Petrol Heads at Pororua. You know, like petrol heads, man, everywhere. Repco, you know, they're all involved in it. So, Jerry, how's it going?
Not so bad, eh?
It's really good to have you here, man, with your little Mighty Mouse, Fiat Topolino.
Yeah, it's great to be here. First year for this show. I've always come down here as a spectator, but never been invited to come and put my car on the show. It's quite a privilege to be here, and they put on a great show every year.
This is amazing, isn't it?
It's an amazing venue. May it long continue to be like this.
Hey, tell us a bit about your Topolino. You know, like how long have you had it? Where have you raced? You know, how much fun do you have racing this thing? You know.
Well, I've had the car for over 25 years. It took me 10 years to build it. Hand built the thing right from the ground up. I don't know whether I'm probably the only one left in New Zealand that's built and owned a car and still raced a car for as long as I have. The motor that's in it is the original motor that I put together. That's been in there for 19, 20 years.
And the size of it?
It's a 355 cubic inch. It's only a 30 over 350 GM engine. It's nothing fancy. It hasn't got any of the fancy aftermarket parts in the short block. It's just a come as they run engine, and it'll come off the trailer any day, running 9.6 seconds. It's just a fantastic little car.
It's all about having fun in it, eh? You know, like 9.6 seconds though, like that's still serious, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty serious. You know, anything under 10 seconds is quite a buzz.
Hey, I've always wanted to go faster, but while it ain't broken, I'm not going to fix it. It just keeps going and going and going. And if it does break, I'll say thanks. It's probably the best and cheapest rental engine I'll ever own.
Well, Jerry, hey, thank you so much, for stopping by and and way cool that you're here, with your car on display, man.
No, it's a pleasure, Doug. It's a pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Well, here we are, at the Western Bays Hot Rod Show here in Porirua, and I'm here with, what's your name?
Erica.
Erica and Dylan and
Darren.
Darren. And they're all having fun here at the Hot Rods. And what do you like?
The car number 16.
Car number 16. What kind of car? Do you know what kind of car it is?
It's an Impala.
An Impala. Oh wow. What do you like?
Car number 16, the
You
Impala.
like 16 as well?
Yeah.
You don't want to get beat up?
No, I'm fine.
What number are you after?
Of course, 16.
Of course, 16. I mean, like, this, has the guy been paying you? Have you got money tingling in your pockets or something? You've got to have something going on because you can't all pick the same number. What is Dad like? Which number is Dad like?
Number 16.
Number 16. Well, And I'm here with Dave. Hey, Dave, happy birthday, man.
Every day.
That's just in case I miss it, Yeah, Dave, up here at Hillcrest, I mean, this is beautiful. When you invited us to come and stay here with you.
It's been nice having you.
We were like bed and breakfast, like I've never stayed in a bed and breakfast, here before. And my wife said, do they cook your breakfast? And I said, well, Dave didn't mention anything. And she says, well, it's not a bed and breakfast. But we get here, open the refrigerator. My gosh, this is a bed and breakfast.
Well, that's what we find. People normally like to do their own thing, get up when they feel like it. It's fully stocked with everything, and so you can just help yourself.
Well, there you go. That's it for Dave and me up at Hillcrest here. And, in the valley name again?
Oharia Valley.
Yeah, we're going to put the website and all that
Fantastic.
on the screen.
Good on you.
Yep. No one's not going to know where to come
Well,
to.
we're only 20 minutes outside of Wellington. Easy to find.
Yeah,
and
put the sail up, one good fart and you're here, It's just a great place.
take him home, one.
Well, it's over and out. Roger. Well, here we are at the Western Bay Street Rod headquarters, or their club rooms, and we're here with some very special people who are very special to this club. And first of all, here's Darren. Hey, Darren.
How you, Doug?
And most importantly, here's Ruby. Hey, Ruby. Want to give a big raspberry to everybody out there? Go. You can do that if you want. It's allowed. Want to do a raspberry?
No. Big one.
and
Sam.
Sam. Hey, you're the big brother.
Good. Yeah.
The older brother.
Yeah.
I hope you look after Ruby.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Now the reason we're here and the reason we're at the Western Bay Street Rodders headquarters is to talk about Ruby and the good things that they're doing, to help Ruby, because Ruby something happened to Ruby and she's full of love and all sorts of love around her now, isn't there?
Oh, she is. She is. About 6 years ago, pretty much today, really, we were in Australia and Ruby, her mum pulled a tick off her, and about 4 weeks later, things changed in our lives completely as Ruby had a big seizure and continued to have seizures over the last 6 years. And probably 2 years into the into illness, Western Bays Hot Rodders Club got hold of us and said, look, can we help? We've heard about what's going on for you guys. And they turned up and they had a show and they had an auction and presented us with a cheque for, I think from memory, about $8,000, $9,000. So, and then 2 years down the track, they did pretty much the same thing out of the blue, because they knew that we were struggling, and it just made such a difference to us to get some money paid off our credit cards and debt and start again, So.
And would you like to say anything, Ruby? Anything?
Not really.
Not really.
What do you think about kangaroos?
I got bitten by a tick by a little kangaroo.
You got kicked by a kangaroo?
Yeah.
Off a tick.
Yeah.
Off a tick from a kangaroo,
Yeah, I got,
yeah.
and I didn't feel that great.
Yeah.
We'd really like to thank Eric and Colin and the whole team from Western Bays, because you really, really have helped us out so much. It's not funny. So love you guys and really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
If you want to help out Ruby and her family and find out more about Lyme disease, visit the Ruby Red Trust at rubyredtrust.org.nz and donate. They are lovely folks doing good work.
And continuing our visit to Western Bay Street Rodders, we catch up with the head man, Colin. And it's a special thanks to our sponsors, Protector Insurance at protectorinsurance.co.nz, that we can bring you this visit with the Western Bay's crew. Woo! Anyway, here we are at Western Bay Street Rod Club Rooms, and these are amazing club rooms. Colin, how you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Good on you to be here. High and tight, man. Woo! Yeah, it's a flat top, not a flat head.
That's the one.
Yeah. Hey, now look, now you had the big show at Porirua.
We
Now,
did.
Tell us a little bit about it. Like who benefits from it, why you do it, and
Well, it's all about the club. It's our annual fundraiser.
Yeah.
We also have our charity as well for Ruby Penny.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing our club does every year.
Good old Ruby, eh?
Yeah.
Isn't she lovely?
Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah, so cool, man.
Yep.
Yeah, she battles.
She does. Yeah. But we're trying to help them out the best we can. So each year we sort of do a charity for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how like it used to be, back in the 70s and that hot rodders, all they're concerned about was getting drunk, and drunken debauchery. Now, now hot rodders, all they can do is think about, is racing away and raising money for a charity.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
It
yeah.
is, eh?
And it's what it should be all about,
Like communities get behind hot rod clubs and you make these amazing events happen,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's all about being in the cars and, being a club, being together and organising stuff. It's good.
Yeah. And like one thing, some things people don't realise that, with hot rod shows and hot rod events, it's not for hot rodders so much.
Yeah.
90% of the people who come along, they just want to see cars.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they just love cars.
Exactly, yeah, and there's all sorts of different cars, there's, really early models right up to late models, it's something for everyone. Yeah.
Isn't it neat, eh?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Man, you've got a great club here too, eh?
It's fantastic. Yeah.
You're a bunch of nutters, eh? And you're doing this on a Monday night too.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Isn't it? Oh, God, you'll just go a big woohoo for Ruby.
Yeah,
woo-hoo! And that's for Ruby. Well, here we are with Mike Williams at the Western Street Rods Porirua Petrol Head event out here, helped put on by Repco and that. And Mike, how you doing?
Good, mate. Good.
Yeah, Mike, the reason you're here is like you've got this rotary car here.
Yeah, we're building a little Mazda RX-2 coupe.
I mean, it's serious stuff, man.
Yeah, no, it should go well. We keep it nice and light. Should put out some horsepower.
It's a new build, is it?
Yep, fresh build. We've been building it for probably 7-8 years, me and my boys.
What sort of, tell us about the engine, tell us about what you've done to it, the businesses that have helped you get it to where you are.
It's an extend port engine, 13B rotor, obviously. We're running a sequential 4-speed box, it's a G-force, running through a Hilux diff. So that'll give us a lot of ratios to try.
They're pretty strong too, eh? The
yeah,
Hilux,
yeah. Meant to be pretty tough, so yeah, hopefully it hangs together for us.
Yeah. Any companies helped you along the way to get what you got?
Tow You Towing is sponsoring us today. They got us out here and.
Well, no, I mean it's a pretty amazing car, eh? Like all that tube frame in it,
Yeah, it's a beautiful work of art. DB Race Cars did a really nice job on the Molly chassis. Can't rate them high enough. We've had a lot of help from them. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Hey, thanks for coming along. Thanks for bringing that car because it adds to the diversity,
that's right.
of petrol heads, because we're all petrol heads.
We are through and through. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks
mate.
so much, Mike.
Cheers, buddy.
Woo! Well, here we are once again at the Western Bay's Hot Rod Show at Porirua, and I'm here with Pauline. Hello, Pauline.
Hi, Doug.
And I'm here with Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, mate. How are you?
Doing, man? And these guys, they've got the panhead dragster that you're going to have a look at. Man, this thing is just amazing. So, who wants to start talking first about it? Because you both drive it, You want to say something?
Yeah, well, what do we want to know?
Well, Dan, tell the people a little bit about the engine, how fast you've been, and how long you've had it, and that, and who helped you build it.
Right.
Give credence to the people.
Yeah, we bought the car in from California 2 years ago. It's a 200-inch Mark Williams chassis. It was complete car turnkey.
It's 200 inches. What is that, like normal length?
Yes, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's a reasonable. It's reasonable length. It's a really good car. It was something that we could both get in and drive straight away. It's really cool. We've had really neat 2 seasons getting into the sport, meeting heaps of cool people.
Got some good sponsors.
Yeah, we've got some good sponsors, and Panhead have decided to stay on board again this
neat,
year.
Really, even after they've gone. Wow, that's neat, eh?
So we've got them. We've got our family business, Design Signs. That's us.
Yeah.
And we've got another sponsor come on board this year, which is Quick Start Auto Electrical.
Okay, yeah.
And Unleashed Automotive. So they all help, you know. It's really neat.
Doesn't it? Every little bit, hey?
Of course,
you know,
yeah.
You can't get enough help,
Nah, too right.
from sponsors, man.
Yeah, well, hey, and it gives us the ability to go drag racing.
Well,
So.
we better see what Pauline's got to say. Now, Pauline, tell us, we don't want to talk about baked beans and eggs. We want to talk about grease under your fingernails, you know, because you're a lady that's got grease under her fingernails, you know.
Well,
when
not,
you're
not
racing
so
and driving and playing with the
yeah,
engines and stuff.
yeah.
You know,
Not-
show your fingernails, See, no grease at the moment. Yeah.
No, at the moment it's off season,
And
which
you love driving it?
yeah, it's unbelievably awesome feeling.
What's the
driving
experience
it?
like? What do you feel when when the Christmas tree comes down, boom, you launch?
It's very nerve wracking.
Yeah.
You feel really nervous, but once you're in the zone and you've got to remember all the buttons and pulling the parachute and all that.
What's your best RT?
And my best ET.
Oh no, reaction time.
Actually I don't know.
To her about reaction times.
Whoa, are they better than yours?
Yeah, they are slightly.
Well, she's a woman, women have the best reaction times. You do.
Yeah, apparently we do, and I am better than him at that.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually sure what my best one is.
So who puts the bill when there's a breakage?
Oh, well, we both do. yeah.
Half and half?
Of it, eh?
Yeah, all part of it. Yeah. Because there's always breakages in there.
Well, hey, touch wood, we've had nothing.
Yeah,
So, yeah, well.
you're tough out of luck. Oh, well, we've got to end it all here now. Sorry for the excitement. You know, thank you, Pauline.
Nice meeting you, Doug. Thank you.
You too again. Have fun at the show here, eh? You know?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is
Okay,
awesome.
Aaron, thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Doug.
Well, that's it for episode 1 of Series 4, the Big Boys Toys series. We couldn't do this without our amazing sponsors, so please support them. Big Boys Toys, Mothers, there's no shine like a mother's. Protector Insurance, believe me, with drivers like me on the road, you need these guys. Swiss Tracks Flooring, it's quite possibly the best flooring in the world. Kiwi Spend New Zealand, check out their website. They have a shed for everything and everyone. Online Logistics, the switched on dudes who can not only ship your vehicles but also source them. Give them a call tomorrow. Then there's CRC. They have the stuff that makes things work again. Smart Way Security. Call Roger if you need to keep an eye on things when you're not there. Then there's Casper Transmissions. These guys really do give a shift. New World Browns Bay. If you're local or just passing through, stop and shop. Gary, the owner, just loves classics and hot rods. And then there's Ting Tools. They're last because we use their torque wrench at the very end to tighten everything up so it can go on TV. Keep in contact with us via Facebook. And remember, you can buy our fabulous SEMA DVD from Las Vegas. It's amazing value at only $25 or $45 with a Hot Rod Show t-shirt, and that includes shipping. Email me, doug@thehotrodshow.com. So, until next time, keep the dirty side down and the shiny side up.